All right, let's talk about one of the most dreaded parts of the German language exam, the telc Lese Teil 1. We're going to do more than just look at it. We're going to give you a foolproof, strategic plan to absolutely nail it. So let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? You open the test booklet, you see this page, and your heart kind of sinks. You've got this wall of 10 headlines on one side and 5 texts on the other. It just looks like a total mess, and all you can think about is that clock ticking down. But what if I told you there's a system for this? A really clear, repeatable method that turns this big, confusing puzzle into something, well, kind of like a matching game. What if this is actually way easier than it looks at first glance?
Because at its core, that's all this is. It's a matching task. Let's just strip away all the exam pressure for a second. Your only job here is to connect the right headline to the right text. That's it. Nothing more complicated than that.
And here's how we're going to get you there. We'll start by really understanding the puzzle. Then I'll walk you through our 4-step strategic plan. We're going to cover everything from decoding the headings to doing a final confidence check. Trust me, there's a clear path here. Okay, first up, the 10 to 5 puzzle. Because before you can beat the game, you've got to understand the rules and exactly what you're up against. So, this is the absolute key to the whole thing. You have 10 headlines that only 5 texts. You see what that means? It means half of those headlines are fake. They're distractors. They're written specifically to sound like they could be right, to trick you. So your job isn't just finding the right answers. It's about spotting and ignoring the wrong ones.
All right, now that we get the challenge, let's talk about the solution. This is your strategic plan, a simple 4-step method to get you to the finish line with confidence.
This is your roadmap. It's just 4 simple steps. 1, we decode the headings. 2, we scan the texts. 3, we match keywords. And 4, the secret weapon, we use elimination. Let's break down each one. Let's kick things off with step 1, decode the headings. You know, the biggest mistake people make is they start reading the text right away. No. We start with the headlines. We need to figure out what we're looking for before we even start looking. Okay, let's get our hands dirty with a real example. We're going to zero in on just 2 of these headlines to start, heading D and heading F. So let's pull out the most important words here. For heading D, kleine Züge mit langer Geschichte, the core ideas are obviously Züge, trains, and Geschichte, history. Got it. For heading F, naturgetreue Handarbeit für das Kinderzimmer, our main clues are Handarbeit, so handiwork, and Kinderzimmer, a children's room. These are now our search terms. Now for step 2, where this all starts to pay off. Scan the texts. And I really need to be crystal clear about this. You are not reading these texts to understand every little detail. You are hunting. You're a detective hunting for the keywords we just found. It's all about speed. Okay, let's try it. Remember our keywords from heading D, trains, and history? We're now just going to scan text number 2. Our eyes are just looking for those words or ideas. And boom, there it is. The text says Eisenbahnfans, railway fans. That's a huge clue for trains. And then, look at that, a date, 1891. That's a direct link to Geschichte, to history. That's a perfect match. So we can confidently say text 2 goes with heading D. See how that works? Let's do it one more time just to really let the method sink in. Our keywords from heading F were handiwork and children's room. Let's scan text 1. And check this out, Spielzeugmanufaktur, which is a toy factory, and even better, einzeln zusammengenäht, which means sewn together individually. Both of those point straight to our keyword Handarbeit. It's another clear connection. Text 1 belongs to heading F. Okay, now for the pro move, the process of elimination. This is what you do when you're stuck, when maybe 2 headlines seem like they could fit. This is how you defeat those tricky distractors. The secret is to look for something that proves one option is wrong. So for text 1, maybe heading E, mass production of stuffed animals, also seemed possible. But wait, the text specifically says the toys are sewn individually. That is the literal opposite of mass production. That one little detail proves that E is a distractor, which makes us 100% confident that F is the right answer. And finally, let's just do a quick final check to see how this whole system works when you put all the pieces together for the entire section. When you apply this exact same keyword strategy to all 5 texts, the answers just fall into place. For text 3, you see books and digital, which leads you right to heading J. For text 4, you find board games and together, pointing straight to A. And for text 5, Superfluous toys is a dead giveaway for H. You see, the system works every single time. What this all proves is that having a strategy completely changes the experience. It's a total mindset shift. It's no longer a scary, overwhelming test. It's a solvable puzzle. It's a game. And you have the rules to win. So instead of feeling anxious about this section, you can now go in with a plan, with a method, and with the confidence that you know exactly what you're doing. So the only question left is, are you ready to play?